Good afternoon, guys. I hope you are having a great Friday and have a good weekend planned. I wish that I cared about who was in the Super Bowl, but they're my two least favorite teams in the entire NFL, and I'm a huge NFL fan, and I'm going to have to force myself to watch it. Huge football fan, and this is very discouraging for the season to end with this Super Bowl. But if you're a fan of one of these teams, good luck. I'm sure I'll still watch anyway. But anyway, I wanted to give you a quick preview and some notes on the new phase of training that's going to be coming your way on Sunday afternoon. So essentially, this is a higher volume type split, a little more bodybuilding-esque, I guess. This superhero muscle building took you through a strength phase, kind of a strength and muscle phase, and now we've moved into just a pure muscle size phase. The reps will be a little bit higher. I actually redesigned it just slightly a few days ago because I felt like there were some concerns from, I had gotten some messages from people worried about the amount of volume that was going to be in the new phase, and so I certainly didn't want that. I want this to be something that you guys can enjoy, and it doesn't take a huge chunk of time out of your day. So this is kind of a version B of what it was intended to be, but I actually like this version better. I think it's going to be a little more fun. So essentially, you'll have your 4 training days per week, and a lot of the reps will be in the 10 to 12 rep range. Some will be a little bit higher. The two things that I wanted to make special note of on this video were some, I think that I call burn sets, and a thing that I call, I guess I don't call it that. There's a few programs that use something similar to burn sets and kind of go in this way, but I like them. And then there's intensity techniques that I've got listed in this program. So essentially, I'm sure you all have done drop sets and slow negatives and partial reps and things like that. So those should never be the foundation of your program, the foundation of your lifting, but I do feel like they have a place in lifting at certain times for certain people. So I think this is kind of a cool thing to try out. It's going to keep training fun. It's also going to make training more difficult and add some intensity to it. So in the notes section of the PDF that you'll get, I'll share it with you via Google Documents. You'll notice that some sets will say burn, some sets will say intense, and then some sets will just say PRP, which is our standard pure rep progression. So for the burn sets, what you want to do is pick a relatively light weight. They're going to be for isolation movements. So say it was lateral raises for your shoulders. Pick a relatively light weight, something like your 15 or 20 rep max, and you're going to try to achieve 50 reps in as few sets as possible. So you may get, and there's strict rest intervals noted as well. So say that your first set you get 17 reps, then your next set you rest a strict rest interval. I think it's about 30 seconds, and then you're going to dive back in and you may get 12 more reps. And then you're going to continue in that fashion until you can achieve 50 reps. When you can take your first set with a given weight past the 25 rep mark in one set, it's time to add weight to it. So that's how we'll progress there. The intensity techniques will be, I don't give you specific recommendations for each exercise. It's just there's going to be a notation in the notes section that says intense, which means you'll go up. There's a little key that kind of tells you the different intensity techniques that I would like for you to use. You'll pick one of those techniques and use it on your last set of that particular movement. So it may be something like it may say drop set. So you would do your normal PRP progression up until that last set, and then you would drop the weight in the example of drop sets, and you continue to rep until muscular failure or technical failure when you feel like your form is completely and totally broken down. There are also partial reps. There are also slow negatives, things like that. So just take a look, and I'm sure you will, take a look over the document and kind of familiarize yourself with those intensity techniques and things like that. I've done my best to enter them into Photocracy, where when you look on your actual Photocracy workouts, you can see that this one is a pure rep progression in this rep range, and you have the option of adding an intensity technique to that one. So I hope it translates well to you guys. That way it's easy to see while you're in the gym. But as always, really read through the PDF before you go. So I think you're really going to like this phase of training. It is significantly different than the others, but that's on purpose. So what I've essentially done is I've given you 3 different phases of training that you can almost cycle through year round. So you may stick with phase 1 for 3 months, phase 2 for 3 or 4, and phase 3 for a few more. I mean, you can really alternate through them. They're going to be varied enough, but with enough similarities that the movements and weight that you've gained in the strength phase are going to carry over into the strength and muscle phase, are going to carry over into the pure muscle phase. So I don't want them to be so completely different that the adaptations that you make in phase 1 don't help you in phase 2 or phase 3. They need to work together synergistically to kind of give you the overall effect. So anyway, you'll be getting the Fitocracy workouts as well as the PDF shared here on our page on Sunday afternoon. I'm super pumped to see you guys kill it this last month. You have been an awesome group, and I've had an absolute blast working with you guys. And I'd love to continue working with you. You can ask me about that as well. But again, hope you have a great weekend. I look forward to you guys taking a look at this new phase on Sunday. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.